Welcome to the Wise Guides. I'm Evie. I'm your host, and I'm also a first-gen professional with over a decade of experience in corporate HR. I'm here to provide you with practical guides on how to increase your wealth and your happiness at work. Whether you're feeling like an imposter in that new job, juggling a million responsibilities, or just trying to get your foot in the door, this is your space to find real, no BS advice, hear from people who have already been there, and maybe even laugh a little along the way. So grab your coffee or your glass of wine, settle in, and let's dive into today's topic. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay, so today's topic is about something that every professional needs, but a few of us actually spend time figuring out. It's a little cheesy and it's kind of fun for me, but we're talking about your superpower today. And that's not a buzzword and it's not meant to be cheesy. I'm talking about the thing that you do that's so natural that you don't even realize it's rare and super special. And when you name it, when you own it, it becomes the compass for your career and where it's headed. So today we're talking about how to identify your professional superpower, why it matters, how to find it, and how to use it as the foundation for your confidence, clarity, and overall career growth. So let's start here. Why does this matter? Because when you don't know your superpower, you take on jobs that drain you. You undervalue your own ideas. You overprepare for things that you already know how to do. And you stay stuck in roles that don't see or use your full potential. And let me help you with explaining that you are not alone in this. A Gallup survey found that 21% of employees feel strongly that they use their strengths every day at work. And that's only 1 in 5. So the rest of the 79%, they don't feel alignment at all. And let's be honest, if you're a first-gen professional, it's honestly even harder. Most of us were taught to just do a good job, not to discover what lights us up. That doesn't matter. We are raised to be helpful, reliable, grateful. But we weren't raised to ask, what makes me brilliant? This is your permission to ask that now. Here are 3 signs that you have already tapped into your superpower. Number 1, you do a task where you lose track of time when you're doing it. You feel energized afterward, not drained. Number 2, other people constantly thank you or compliment you for this. Even when you think that wasn't a big deal, it wasn't that hard. Number 3, you do it differently than most, and it turns out a lot better. You have a way of breaking it down, making it clear, or solving it faster than others around you. Your superpower is not just what you're good at, it's what feels like you and brings value to others in a very unique way. So let's get a little practical here. Here's a 3-step process to help you identify your superpower. And this is going to require some reflection. So if you're able to grab a notebook, that would be great. If not, just soak this in and try to hit pause so that you can actually take some time to reflect on some of these questions. You want to ask yourself, what do people come to me for over and over again? What's something that I do that doesn't feel like work? What's something that I've taught someone else and they said, oh, interesting. I've never thought about it like that before. If you need a little bit of help with this, try to look at your resume, maybe look at your calendar for previous meetings and look for some themes. What do people want to talk to you about? What do people want to meet with you about? What is the thread between all of your achievements that really showcases the one thing that you are amazing at? If you're still stuck, let's move on to step 2. Let's gather some input. Let's ask 3 to 5 people that you trust. It can be coworkers, mentors, friends, wisdom circle. Ask them this question. When you think of me and think of something that I do really well, what's something that comes to mind? And then you'll start to hear themes across all of these individuals. And that'll start to be your signal. If it feels awkward to ask that, say, I'm working on clarifying my strengths so that I can grow my career and I trust your opinion. I would love to know, what do you think I'm great at? And again, you'll start seeing themes when you ask enough people that same question. Step 3. Once you have these themes, create a superpower sentence. For example, I help teams turn chaos into clarity by creating structure and systems. I translate big ideas into digestible action plans. I'm the connector who brings people to the right places to get the things done. I'm the connector who brings the right people together to get things accomplished. This sentence is your compass. Use it in interviews. Use it in performance reviews. Use it on LinkedIn. Use it in your networking conversations. Use it anywhere where you are talking about yourself and your personal brand as it relates to your career. Once you name your superpower, everything else related to your career gets so much easier. You stop chasing job titles that sound good but feel wrong. You start making better decisions in your career. You are able to articulate your value clearly, confidently, and with proof. And here's where the mindset shift comes in. You are not just a doer. You weren't put on this world just to do and execute tasks. You are a person who creates value. Everyone was placed on earth in order to create value. Your job is not just to complete tasks. Your job is to solve problems, drive impact, and show people only what you can do. If you've ever felt invisible at work, if you've ever wondered, why don't they see me? This is step 1. You need to see yourself clearly first. Because if you can't see yourself, you can't help someone else see it. So let's recap this episode. Your superpower is the thing that creates outsized value. It feels natural. It helps get you noticed. And often this happens without you realizing it. So let's recap this episode and what action items we need to take. First is, your superpower is the thing that creates extreme value. It feels natural. It gets you noticed, and most of the time, you don't even realize it. Lesson number 2, you can uncover this by reflecting, by asking others, and listening for patterns and themes that connect the thread of all the things you've accomplished, of all the impact you've had on others. Lesson number 3, once you name your superpower, it becomes a tool. The tool that helps you stand out, helps you choose the right jobs for your future, and helps you communicate your value every single time. Super simple. So here's a challenge for you for this week. Ask 3 people that you trust what they see as your top strength or contribution. Number 2, write a 1-sentence superpower statement based on what you hear. It can be messy at first, and that's fine. And the more that you include, the better. We can always simplify it later. But let's start to include things that we start to hear as themes about what impact we have on others. And number 3, share it, either on LinkedIn or in your next one-on-one, or just look in the mirror and say it out loud to yourself so that you can actually start believing the value that you have, the superpower that you have. And just remember, you are not here just to work. You're here to own your brilliance, your superpower, how you are here to create impact in this world. So let's make sure the rest of the world can see that too. And just like that, you've received your dose of work wisdom. I hope you're walking away with something that makes you feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more seen, and a whole lot more capable. Remember that the journey is yours. There's no one right way to do it, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. If today's topic hit home for you and you're thinking you can use a little extra support, I'd love to chat one-on-one. Head over to the show notes so you can figure out how to book some time with me. And if you enjoyed hanging out with me, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you're feeling a little generous, please leave a quick review. It can help more people like us find the show. Plus, I'd love to hear what you think. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at WorkWiseGuide.